Hello there, this is DVT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, today it's finally the time, it's finally the day to get my Lamborghini Diablo. That's right, that's why this video started a little bit different, just because I wanted to have a look at this beauty with a song that it's not coincidentally called Devil. In case you don't know, Diablo means devil. But anyway, yes, it's finally time to unlock it. I'm recording this on a Friday night, meaning we already did the Friday multiplayer, in which I did a whole lot of multiplayer, meaning I got to unlock every single last page on this thing. I have access to page number 8. I get to have the Lamborghini Diablo, the devil. And now it's mine. Alright, so sorry if I'm making a big deal of this, but man, if you don't know anything about my channel, if you don't know anything about my history in terms of racing games and whatnot, you may not know that the Lamborghini Diablo, maybe not specifically this model, but the Lamborghini Diablo in general, has a very special place in my heart when it comes to racing games, but even my love with Lamborghinis. So finally, having the Lamborghini Diablo in one of my favorite racing games, even if it's a mobile game, it's a big deal for me. So I love finally having my 24th, yes, 24th, right? I think so, because it's 25 total now? I don't even know. My 24th Lamborghini, the Diablo. Oh yeah, baby. So, what's the deal with today's video? Well, first of all, I want to check something that I think once you acquire this car, there's a new thing being sold on the store, and I want to see if it shows. Maybe? No? It's not showing? Do I have to restart it? Hold on, let me try restarting the game. Maybe that'll help. Yes, after a couple of restarts of the game, there it is. This is what I was actually wanting to have a look at. Look at that decal, holy moly. Generally speaking, I've not been a huge fan of the decals in this game, especially the ones that are being sold. But this one, look at it. Just look at it. Holy mother of... Honestly, I think this is one of my favorite decals that they are offering. And of course, for one of my favorite cars, you know that meme, right? Shut up and take my money! And there it is. I don't know why it gave me again this offer. I literally just got it, but look at it. Oh man, I absolutely need to have a look. Come on, come on. Man, I am not kidding. This is literally my favorite decal I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Oh my god, even with the Diablo, Lamborghini, Automobili. Holy mother of... This looks absolutely insane, and I love it. You remember that with the Lamborghini Sterrato, there was a decal, but I was kind of like in the fence if I wanted to get it or not. Well, this was never a question. I never doubted it. Once I saw what this decal was gonna be, I was like, I need it in my life. And there it is. All right. So what is the deal with this video? I haven't even told you what I'm doing today. Well, obviously, I just unlocked finally the Diablo. I got a very fancy decal for it, and I want to use it in multiplayer. However, there's a little bit of a problem where this rank obviously is no good, and I'm not gonna ultimate upgrade it. I could. I have some ultimate upgrades left, but I don't want to do that. Instead, what I want to do is upgrade it the regular way, little by little. Actually, I'm gonna try to upgrade it a whole bunch in the upcoming days. I have more than enough currency that I've been saving for quite a few months now. So I do have enough to do it, but I want to see if I can just tune it for the very first bracket in which it should perform probably very bad, but it doesn't matter. I want to experiment with it. So obviously right now it falls on the 1410 bracket. It's already above the 1320. So if I want to tune it, I need to make it for 1410, and we're gonna try to do just that. Like I said, I do have a bunch of parts, and actually you can see I have a lot of direct upgrades, but I don't use them like that. I'm not gonna spend 40 direct upgrades in this. Instead, I'm gonna use my fusion coins. And I am thinking of just upgrading a little bit blindly. I'm not coming at this with any specific plan. The acceleration on this car is not fantastic, so I'm just gonna go for some drivetrain upgrades, and I'm just basically gonna hope that I get it right. So you can see I have a bunch of parts, and in fact it's not a problem. Even if I run out of parts, I still have a whole bunch in the racing pass because I haven't claimed any, so there's more parts for me to get over there, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's start this up. Let's see how much rank is this gonna be increasing, and let's pray that I don't mess it up too hard. So 63, 72, that was a 9 rank increase. 72, 82, that was 10 rank increase. That was, what, 8 rank increment? Increase increment, it's all the same, right? Okay, so wait. I am at 1390. This is gonna make it... Oh, okay, that's it. That's where I stop right there. I am 3 points away, well, technically 5 points away from reaching the ceiling that I want to get to. So I'm gonna apply one of these and see where this lands me. So I am in what? 1407. 1410. Okay, that's enough. I know that if I apply another one, it's gonna get me to 1413 or even 14. So that's good enough. So there we go. MP tune car for the win. Yeah, baby. It's probably gonna perform terrible. You know, I've said it a bunch of times. Normally when you want to MP tune a car, you want to make it the most effective MP tune is when the car is one bracket under its maximum. So this one being a 1770 bracket, the best MP tune that I could possibly imagine where it would perform the best would be at 1680. But you know, for right now, let's try it like this because I'm really curious to check out what my Diablo can do out here. Probably it's gonna perform absolutely terrible, but you know what? I don't care. I just want to drive this beauty because of course I want to. So let me activate some boosters and jump in and hope that I find some people to race against. So in a way I got lucky because there's people to race against, but I mean there's a bunch of Maserati Gran Turismo, is that what it is? Whatever, but that thing, it's pretty strong, so chances are this is gonna be a bit painful, but let's do it anyway. Oh yeah, right away, destroyed. I mean, from what I have tested this car, it doesn't feel like it has great handling anyway. Excuse me, not great acceleration. The handling is what is really good. So even at Pro, it doesn't have great acceleration, imagine at this stage. But hey, it's alright. I just wanted to use my Diablo a little bit. Look at it. Look at it. Now, I guess it makes sense for me to tell you... Oh, Jesus. Makes sense for me to tell you a little bit why this car is so important. I know that if you've been watching this channel, you have heard this story a whole lot, and you're gonna hear it again soon in a new series of videos that I'm gonna be... Sort of a new series that I'm gonna be doing, or releasing rather, soonish. But anyway, I'll tell you the story in case you don't know it. What happens is that young DBT, at the ripe age of, I don't know how old I was, but I was young, around the super early 2000s. I think the music is too loud, isn't it? I'm not sure. When I was so very young at the... I wasn't super young, but you know, I was young. In the super early 2000s. Wait a second, am I in second place? How? You know what? A second place with my Diablo, I'll take it. I wasn't necessarily into racing games, but I did play some games here and there. And I played this racing game called Death Rally, but that was more like an action shooter, top view type of racing game, so that didn't really count. But at that point, I kind of figured out, oh look, I didn't lose any points. Nice. Okay, everybody else was unboosted, so that kind of explains a little bit why I got a decent result. Okay, fine. Ooh, we got to Venice, meaning Italy, the house of Lamborghini. Anyway, so that racing game kind of got me a little bit into cars, but not very much. Not into cars, more like just into the idea of racing games. But it was Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, the one that actually got me into proper racing with actual real cars, you know, licensed cars and all of that. And in that game is where I saw for the first time Lamborghini. I had heard the name of Lamborghini, but I never knew what a Lamborghini was or what it looked like. I was very young. But that game introduced me to two Lamborghini cars, one being the Countach. I don't remember, I think it was the Quattro Valvoli, the one that is featured in this game, and another one was the Lamborghini Diablo. The Countach was alright, even though I know it's a super iconic car. To me, when I was young, while very cool, it wasn't necessarily what caught my attention. No, it was the Lamborghini Diablo that I absolutely fell in love with, and that was the car that introduced me into the Lamborghini brand as a whole. Like, hey, this is what Lambos look like. And man, I just fell in love with it. And even though nowadays I can easily say like, okay, look, as much as I love the car, I'm not blind, and I'm not gonna say that this is the most beautiful car ever or anything. No, it's not. But again, oh Jesus, I missed that bottle. In my head, it's a very important car for DBT, considering that that's what made my love for Lamborghini begin. So yeah, I love the idea that we finally have a Diablo. Again, I would have preferred if it was the exact same Diablo than that of the game, the Lamborghini Diablo Super Veloce, the SV. But again, at Lamborghini Diablo, it's a Lamborghini Diablo, it doesn't matter. It still looks pretty dope in my eyes, so I'm happy about it. So much so that I made even the intro of this video weird, and maybe alienating some viewers are gonna be like, whoa, the DBT forgot to turn on the microphone, what's going on? Am I gonna steal it? Oh, you motherfucker. I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm okay, I can control myself, you see, perfect control of my emotions, no problemo. I mean, it's not really a surprise to me that I'm not gonna perform amazing. Because yeah, on boosted, this guy disconnected. So yeah, the MP tunes are not, this quote-unquote MP tune isn't really gonna do much. But hey, at least I'm driving my Diablo in multiplayer. That's good enough for me. So yeah, that is the whole idea as to why I like the Diablo so much. And like I said, I mean, Asphalt 8, it's probably... I mean, just to give you at the end of that story of DBT, young DBT and racing games, as much as I fell in love with racing games at that point and all of that, I stopped playing racing games because I didn't really have access to many of them. The Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit that I played was actually my brother's game, and I played it only on his computer because my computer was too weak to run it. So yeah, I played it a bit, I played it a bunch, I finished the game and all of that, it was fun, but I never really played any other racing game because again, I didn't really have access. And then shortly after that, I got into first-person shooters. I learned about the games that even to this day I still love, Doom, Quake and whatnot. So yeah, then racing games kind of took a bit of a step, or I took a bit of a step away from racing games. A little bit, just for like 20 years or so. It was only like around 2019, 2020, something like that, that I decided, you know what, let me try this game, Asphalt. I've been playing Asphalt for a very long time, but I never played it seriously, you know, I never really had an account. It was just like launch it, drive a little bit and whatnot. Uninstall, reinstall later, so I never really played it. And at the end of the day, I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. I got nothing else to do. Yeah, it must have been during COVID times or something. But I was like, okay, let me try it. And little did I know that it was gonna hook me so badly, and this reignited my love for racing games, so much so that I got back into other Need for Speed games. I got into Forza Horizon, and nowadays you know that I like playing a bunch of racing games, and I continue to find new games and whatnot. So yeah, Asphalt 8 kind of reignited my love for racing games. And even though Asphalt 8 does have one of my favorite cars from Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, I was always sad that there was no Lamborghini Diablo in this game. But that has changed. Okay, I gotta say that I'm very surprised that there's a bunch of people playing this bracket. And they're playing by choice. I can see that there's players from higher leagues just playing over here for the fun of it, so I can appreciate that. I didn't think that this would be a bracket that was gonna have a bunch of players, but hey, I'm glad. I don't know if it's because of the day and time that I'm recording this at, but hey, there's people to play with, so that's nice. Oh, look at that, there's a Lamborghini Murcielago, which is actually the very next generation of B12, after this one. And that's what I was saying in my DBT's wishlist video where I was talking about the Lambos that I would like to be added in this game. Obviously, one of them was the the Diablo, the Lambo Diablo, and I said that I wanted this one because it was the last V12 generation that we were missing from Lamborghini supercars. There's a bunch of Lamborghini V12s that are not in this game, but they're not the main line sports or supercars or whatever you want to call them, supercars really. And the first supercar by Lamborghini was the Miura, and we have the Miura over here. After the Miura followed the Countach, we have it. After the Countach was the Diablo, which we didn't have. After Diablo, it's Murcielago, which we do have. After that is the Aventador, and we have it. Now that we have the Diablo, we have that hole that was missing, but by now there's a new generation of Lamborghini V12, the Revuelto, and I do hope that it's gonna get added in this game at some point, but for the time being, at least we're up to date up until the Aventador. Now, again, I would be so very happy if they added the Lamborghini Diablo Super Veloce, but I see that as being quite a bit of a long shot. And there we go, some more points lost. Again, unsurprisingly, I'm not able to beat the proper cars that at Pro are at this bracket, but even then, you know, it's still not too terrible. Not too terrible, and it does sound pretty cool. So yeah, overall, at this point, we're just missing the Revuelto. And actually, you know what? If you're gonna get a heart and a pin in this video, you know that you need to leave the key phrase. What is the key phrase? It's a long one, but you know, first person to do it is gonna get both. The key phrase is, "Hey Game Loft, Revuelto win." That is the last V12 Lambo generation we are missing. All right, so first person to post that is gonna get a heart, a pin. Everybody else that posted afterwards is gonna get a heart. But yeah, there we go. Even a partial quote of that, it's fine. Just write the whole thing, please. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's still another about probably 10 years or so. Oh, come on, I was already behind them. Jesus Christ. There's probably another 10 years for the Revuelto to be replaced by a new car. So yeah, we definitely have some time for that car to be added. We already have it in Asphalt 9, so I hope that it will eventually be ported over here, and in that way we would literally have every single generation again. But still, I'm so happy to finally have the Diablo. Now, in the upcoming days, I'm going to continue upgrading this car. In fact, I'm going to try to figure out if I can do another tune for 1500, and we're going to test it. So there's going to be a pretty decent amount, a considerable... There's gonna be some videos of me trying different MP tunes for this thing. Not too many, because otherwise we're literally gonna do like 5 videos on this thing. But I mean, to be fair, it's a Diablo, so is it really a bad idea? I don't know. I kind of like the idea. Let me know, would you like to see me trying different MP tunes for this thing and see if we can find a good one? At the end of the day, I'm gonna pro the car. That is not a question. I'm gonna do it. But in the process of doing it, and since I'm not actually I'm not going to ultimate upgrade it, I definitely have a bit of an opportunity to try to figure out some MP tunes. So I think that could be fun. And again, not amazing performance, but it doesn't even bother me. At the end of the day, just wanted to drive this beauty a little bit in multiplayer, because holy moly, this thing, it's a beauty. And look at that decal. Jesus. Honestly, I think this so far, it's one of my favorite decals in the entirety of the game. Nothing to do with it being for a Diablo or anything, just saying. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do, hit the like button. Also check this video where I recently drove precisely this car, the Lamborghini Diablo GT in Asphalt 9. It's a peculiar car over there. It's very different than what it is over here, but if you wanna check it out, please. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.